As soon as I see my numbers go up, I'll check you out. Because already that's a red flag to me when people do that. And for the people who say that I'm cruel to everybody, well, we just had a recent subscriber on Drak Shadow that I checked out. He literally, I think he put a comment in our video and expected us to not reply. And then he was pleasantly surprised when I went to go check out his channel, liked what I saw, liked his video, and subscribed.
Nice.
So much so that he put a comment going, "Oh my gosh! I didn't even think that was gonna happen." So I thought that was a nice thing to do. And frankly, he deserved it. He has some good content there. Not necessarily of games that I follow on a regular basis, but yeah, I'm interested. I'm always interested in expanding my horizons. The content that this guy had was mostly like Monster Hunter-esque stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
K2.
I've always wanted to look into Monster Hunter. It's
Whoa.
time. We're going through the Stargate, by the way. I want to find this. Future Adam, Future Drak, try and find the sound effect for the Stargate. Whenever this comes up. That way we can get another copyright flag
asshole.
from Stargate people.
No, go away.
See, this is one thing I don't know if I like or not, because the game is still actively going on when you're in your item list.
I know. That's the problem with this game. There's no fucking pause button.
Don't ever do that. Yeah, like...
as James, Angry Video Game Nerd said, have a fucking pause button, god damn it.
My only problem is, because I played MMOs and I know that there's no pause button to it, but my problem is that your screen goes down to like the upper right corner of your screen. Your active screen is in the upper right corner, which means you can't see everything that's going on because you have a menu right in front of your face. Mm-hmm. Whereas like with WoW and a couple of other MMOs, they keep that very small. So like you're still seeing the bigger picture. If somebody's shooting at you, you're seeing them. And apparently you're gonna freeze the slime monster. What did Slimer do to you, Alex? What did Slimer do to you?
Got on my nerves.
Well, he got on everybody's nerves. Because he chronically had to eat all the time. Just one of those things he had to do.
And he slimed Bill Murray.
But Bill Murray deserved it. We don't know why, but he did. I love the people who actually, like, make the argument of, like, Peter Venkman deserves, like, 80% of the crap that happens to him. I don't think that was in debate. I think he does. Look, even Bill Murray has come out and said, like, Peter's supposed to be kind of a scummy character.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, you look at the first scene with him where he's, like, doing the ESP reading with students, and he leaves the pretty girl alone.
Yeah, he did that in movie 1, and then in movie 2, he's hosting the Outer Limits kind of show.
Oh, yeah, the world of the sidekick.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the kind of guy Peter Venkman is. I just love the people who go out and defend him and go, Peter Venkman's not that horrible guy. I'm not saying he's horrible, but he is a scam artist, or he is to some extent a con artist. Like he knows how to be slick or be the dude with the silver tongue, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Like the dean says, you seem to regard science as some sort of dodge or hustle.
I'm sorry, but I'm a little overwhelmed by the fact that you're facing off against evil sharks and grass assassins.
I love the the names are great, aren't they?
Well, it's good to know that shark was evil when you were shooting at it, and that the grass was indeed an assassin. Otherwise, you would have been shooting an innocent blade of grass. Then I would have to say, you bastard. This is like the most cursing that I've done in a while. I'm not usually that guy, people.
You bastard!
And I'm happy to say, like, this is going to be a playthrough that's going to be
super chillax.
Chillax, but also kind of starting a, dare I say, a new era in Drak Shadow.
A new era.
Because we started by only doing Sonic games and Phantasy Star and Dot Hack, along with Banjo and Jack. But now we're, like, next year in 2017, because this is going to be coming out, like, late December. 2017, we got a lot of cool new stuff that's coming to the channel that I think will people will appreciate.
I know that Pioneer 1 had some strange aspects to it. In the data that I procured, the consumption rate was much higher than the population. Perhaps there was not a lot of... Perhaps there were a lot of non-registered citizens aboard. Why? What was their purpose? Dun dun dun. Who knows?
I mean, we're still going to have Dot Hack going on, but this is technically like the last Phantasy Star game we're going to be doing in a while. Mm-hmm. Which means we're going to be taking on brand spanking new RPGs, some of which you guys have suggested and want to see. We've taken on Zelda as an addition to Sonic. And while that's going to continue, we're also going to be taking on, well, Sonic's competition.
Mario.
Eventually. I mean, people have asked for it, so we're going to do it.
Dude.
And we're actually getting ready to, along with this playthrough, Jak 3 will be happening. So we can finish off that series and go on to other series that you guys have recommended. We're still trying to figure that out, though, because some people really want Spyro. And I have a feeling that's going to be Andrea and Alex playing, because Spyro annoyed me.
Mm.
But I've also been considering, like, we should do, like, Ratchet and Clank. We saw the movie earlier this year. Or Sly Cooper, you know, one of those game series. So we're still figuring that out. This is kind of a new era. Like, it's not, we're not in our usual norms with games when it comes to certain things. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt here, but we're still playing a lot of retro, but we're also playing a lot of new too. So you guys can look forward to a lot of that. But I do also like that this is a very chillax playthrough.
Yeah.
Like we can just sit back and have fun. In fact, one of my goals for this playthrough, because I think it's still going to last a while, isn't it? Like, how long does it take to beat Phantasy Star?
I don't know.
I'd actually like to know the hours. I'm always curious about it. Let's actually look it up online right now via my phone, because I am a dork that way.
Oh, item kept rage. You'll never cease.
I'm sorry, you did not respond accordingly. It takes 20 hours to complete the main story, so it's not horrible. It's not a horrible thing, but we can just kind of sit back and relax. And I'm also hoping to get through a number of the Gundam series in this playthrough, because a lot of the stuff that's now up on my list is like OVAs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not going to be too hard. I don't think I have my first 40 episode series until like the next 3.
Eat thunder!
Oh, and I just knocked my microphone down. That's not cool.
Ooh, try grinder.
I totally am here. You guys are just hearing me adjust the mic. Let's see. And I'm just curious, as the person responded.
Dude, he's not gonna respond.
He's not gonna respond, but I would laugh my butt off if he did. So, I'm not gonna mention names. Makes me feel bad too. Like some of the people that comment, I respond very snarkily to. I'm pretty sure like a new viewer of our content just goes, "Wow, he's kind of a SOB." Not normally. Check out most of the stuff. You'll find that out.
I never imagined that a trap would look like a switch. How devious.
A trap would never look like a switch. Clearly, this guy needs to play some platform games, because I still remember like those puzzles where you have like the 3 levers and 2 of them are traps. So you have to guess. That always works out so well, doesn't it, people?
Eat thunder. Behold the next pillar.
And I also love the fact that I get this occasional comment. When are you going to do the next Gaming with the Geeks with the Shadow Blazer? It's called Drak Shadow. Like, don't get me wrong. We did Rise of the Tomb Raider. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did it. But you could look up a number of them. It's just called Drak Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes, people.
I'm all out of trap visions.
The other thing I'm excited for is at the end of the year, Some people have been requesting this, and I actually thought it was a great idea to do. We're going to have some BS sessions. Games that are going to be more like one-offs, we're only going to play because we really want to play them. One of which has been requested ever since we talked about it last year, that we did a BS session, like, off-camera and all that with Battlefront 2. So, I've already talked with Alex, people. He's okay with it. We're going to do it. We may even do a BS session with, like, another game that I play casually and have fun with it. Where we just sit back and shoot the breeze. Like, we're talking whatever we want to talk about. As far as other gaming with the Geek sessions, I have no idea. I'm still trying to finish out the remaining ones.
Giga shit.
Because, like, me and Aldo are still working on Resident Evil as of this recording. We're still working on the Resident Evil remake. And then still got to do Aldo's Q&A. And there actually are questions for me, and I'm still trying to figure out, like, how do I do my Q&A?
I have one of us ask the questions, I suppose.
Well, Rami actually made an interesting idea, like, where I send you guys a certain number of questions, then you guys record it. But then I'm just, like, sitting there going, how do I make that work?
Yeah, I don't quite understand it myself.
Yeah, I probably need somebody to interview. Probably somebody not the Shadow Blazer. I asked the Shadow Blazer to do a lot. I probably need to go ask somebody else to do it.
It's fine, I can do it. Don't mind.
Well, I'm probably going to have you there doing the camera anyway, so I don't know. We'll figure that out. It would be interesting to bring somebody in like Romney or Brenton to do it. Because people do ask for more stuff from them as well. In fact, the funniest thing is people have been asking, like, is it going to be a regular thing for these guys to host episodes of Geek News and you to take breaks? I'm assuming so. I'm not going to make it a thing. Like, I want to be there for the podcast. For some reason, I'm taking that as you guys don't want me there. But there's going to be other times, like, you know, flu season happens.
Nano Dragon.
Maybe one of these nights we'll switch things up. We'll have Alex or Romney host it, and then I'll just be there to be myself. Wait, I'm always there to be myself. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I really don't. Actually, so I just had another random question in my head. This is ADD moment. This is how chillax this thing is. We're going to be ADD all over the place. I'm just curious, Alex, have you been watching the most recent Game Grumps playthroughs where Aaron played Mega Man X by himself?
I watched one episode of his solo Let's Play. I didn't go much further.
Did you hate it?
I won't say I hate it, but it's just Aaron without Danny is just it's.
Because they just put up another one, which is Danny alone of Space Quest 3.
Wow.
Now, here's the thing. Like, Danny is an adventure game nut, and that's one of the things I love about him. But I was kind of there with you. Like, it's not that I hated Aaron's commentary. It's just he needs somebody there with him.
Yeah.
To help out.
You know.
But with Danny's, I'm not quite there.
You like Danny a lot by himself?
I think it kind of works.
Separate,
here's
you
the thing.
Sons of bitches.
He's playing a game that's very dialogue heavy.
Right.
So it's not like you're having a lot of quiet moments. Because he's got to read the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
There's no voice cast or anything like that. Space Quest 3. So you're reading a lot. But I don't hate it. Because it's a adventure fan playing an adventure game. So I don't know. I'm like 50-50 with it.
Okay, normally
I guess I wouldn't mind Aaron playing another game on his own. But I think it's better if they're paired.
Yeah. Aaron, you know, he's made entertaining animations. I'm not going to deny that. And you know, his sequelitis is entertaining. But I gotta say, as a Let's Player, he's just not very entertaining on his own. But hey, I feel the same way about myself, so I'm not trying to knock him. It's just the way I even feel that about myself.
Well, doing solo Let's Plays is a lot harder than people give you credit for. Speaking from experience, like, because I do Drak Shadow, but I also do my own stuff, and in a lot of cases, it's hard to keep people entertained. Like, I'm very glad that I'm not, because I do the Final Fantasy games on my channel, if you guys don't know that. I'm really glad I do those post-commentary, because if I didn't, I'd be so quiet in those LPs, you have no idea.
Ouch.
I have no idea how to say things, because I'd be absorbed into what I was doing. So I do them post-commentary, and I know a lot of people don't like that. It's the best way to be able to do it, though, for me.
Need that.
There we go. Oh, are we already hitting item cap rage?
Yep.
Yay! It had to happen sometime. So, like, I applaud people who can do solo. I don't know. I feel like I'm 50-50 there. I think some people enjoy it and some people don't. I don't know. That's just kind of my thought. But I completely understand people who are just like, I don't know if I can make it work on my own. It's not easy to do. Not even for, like, just doing the live stream stuff. I'm a big fan of Pro Jared, but his Let's Play channel, I'll admit, I don't follow it as much. There's just too much temptation to be quiet and just play the game. And that's why Game Grumps works, is because they're not. Mm-hmm. They're always, like, improving and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which somebody did suggest that we do. Like go to an improv class and get a couple of exercises and then do them in the middle of a Let's Play.
Interesting idea.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I always have fun when I improv, so maybe it's something we can look into. We would just need to find like a local class that could teach us some exercises.
Yeah.
To be able to do that. Either that or people can point us to a site where we can learn some basic exercises and have fun with it. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up like Aaron, though, and bring up boobs a lot. Not dicks. I don't do dicks. That sounded horrible. I apologize, people.
Auto go. No?
I know that Aaron likes to bring up his big floppy penis, but I'm not that guy. I'm more like Danny.
I know this is a downgrade, but I'm curious if it's an actual... Because I say autogun, I wonder if it actually has... No, you still gotta press the trigger.
Yep.
I was wondering if it might be... Because there are rapid-fire weapons in this, I just don't know any.
You might have actually had one.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's where you were running with, is that you might have actually found one.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things where I don't know if I necessarily want to call it an MMO. I mean, it is an MMO, but it feels a lot like an action RPG, honestly, like a dungeon crawler.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are quests.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate. Again, I've done all the quests, and you can only do them once. Well, you can do them again, but in higher difficulty modes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can't show off the quests, really, in this mode, because I've done them all, because they're just a way to earn money. And, of course, there's no online capability to get more quests.
Mm-hmm. Even from the community, who would probably be making the quests from here on in. There's a lot of enemies right now, Alex. Who'd you piss off?
I don't know.
That's a very good question. When I figure it out, Drak, I'll tell you.
Yes. I'll let you know. But look at all this blood. Blood. It runs.
All this alien blood.
Flows. Caves is probably by far the longest.
I'm kind of getting that, but like I said, this just feels like a dungeon crawler, so I'm okay with it. We could just mess around.
Die!
And have some fun with it. That's what I'm looking forward to in this playthrough. We get to be we don't necessarily have to follow like a established storyline and cut each other off all the time.
Yeah.
We just have some fun with it. That's gonna be my theme for this entire playthrough. Have fun with it!
Okay, come on, separate, separate, separate. There we go.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's a world of difference.
Yeah.
Because you were doing like 17 damage and then they change and oh yeah, there you go.
Eat ice! I said eat ice! I said eat ice! Damn it, stop it!
Are you eating ice fast enough?
Stop it!
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, whatever. And I'm also just curious, so, like, as of this recording, PlayStation Experience has happened. We've had a couple of nice announcements come out of it. Have you actually, like, been able to find anything that you were legitimately excited about with it?
I haven't really looked. There's very little.
Though you and me kind of looked, because we saw the announcement for Last of Us 2 and Knack 2.
Yeah, but beyond that, I haven't looked at much on my own.
What about the Crash Bandicoot trilogy? How are you liking that so far?
Well, I've never played Crash Bandicoot, but it's interesting, and I might give it a whirl at some point.
Yeah. It's definitely something that's been brought up to the channel that we should do, but
stupid
if we were going to do it, I would rather just do it in the remakes instead, because nothing against Crash 1 through 3, but yeah, with a remake trilogy coming out, I might as well just go with the shiny and new. At that point, I've played Crash 1 and a little bit of Crash 2, but I don't have anything horrible to say about either one of them. They're good platformers.
I'm just curious.
Wait, Drak plays platform? Yes, I play platformers, guys. I know I play a lot of RPGs, but
it's dark in
I
here.
do love me some good old-fashioned
stupid
platformers.
Crusher thingy.
I just don't love me like the ROM hack versions of those. I'm not a masochist. I'm not looking to create pain for myself. Can we turn the lights back on, or
I don't know.
Or are they just gonna say screw it? Okay, whatever. It's okay, Alex. We're out of the dark now. Were you afraid of the dark?
I was afraid of the dark, which was an awesome 90s TV show. I don't want to hear any.
No. I tend to agree with it. I know a lot of people think it's very dumb in its horror stories. I guess they're not very scary, but
it's made for kids. What are you expecting? American Horror Story?
I mean, like that to me, like you could criticize that. I mean, you can criticize it. You're more within your rights to be able to do so. But it's like criticizing the Fox Goosebumps. Were you really expecting it to be that scary?
It's like
I'm talking the TV series, not the movie.
Yeah,
not the movie. But because when I saw some of the Goosebumps shows, keep in mind I'd never read the books. I literally I said it equivalent to Are You Afraid of the Dark as far as horror. And Are You Afraid of the Dark, I would actually say, is about as scary as Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Twilight Zone got scarier in some cases, so I'll give it more credit, but that's how I looked at a lot of those stories, like Last Man on Earth kind of thing. What is wrong with Mr. Crab Guy? Oh, he's a yin-yang! That's cool.
He doom.
See, sometimes great ideas come out of what people consider to be failed games. I would love to see something like that in World of Warcraft, where like pieces of it come together and form one big enemy. That would be pretty awesome, actually. Let's see.
That Sonic Team soundtrack. I really hate these mines. I should use trap vision, but I'm too lazy, and it seems like anytime I use it, there's never traps.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, well, I wasted a trap vision. You gotta buy those things. They ain't cheap. Nothing's cheap in this game.
Plus, I also have a feeling like at the end of the year, we're also going to be doing an end of the year video, because I really do want to thank you guys for all the awesome stuff you've done for us this channel, and as well as our individual channels. Because if you think about it, our channels have grown a lot this year. Drak Shadow, not as much, in my opinion, but I don't think it's necessarily bad. because 2017 we're gonna shift the focus a little bit, and we're gonna try and incorporate a little bit more to Drak Shadow, bring you guys over here.
Technique.
But I do kind of want to do that thank you video because you guys are awesome.
Chillin'.
We're not like the most popular guys on YouTube, but I'm glad that we have the people that we do following us.